if I tell you that you can actually make puff puff with yogurt, plain yogurt, you will say how, and I'll show you how just in a minute. So this yogurt, I actually chose a 0% plain yogurt to make my puff puff. I did not use yeast, and I just used this organic plain yogurt to make my puff puff. And if you're interested, just sit tight and I'll show you how. It is super duper easy. So here it is. This puff puff you see here, I did not use yeast. Now watch. All I did was to measure the number of multi-purpose flour that I wanted to use. So in this video, it was 3 cups. Now, if you have self-rising flour, then fine, it is even good. So that is baking powder. I added half a tablespoon, and that is salt, half teaspoon, and half teaspoon or maybe 1 teaspoon, yeah. And then I added sugar to my own taste. Now sugar level is entirely is open-ended. It's up to you. So this is me trying to mix the dry ingredients properly, so that you know what I mean. So just go ahead and mix anyhow you want to do your mixing. Just mix all the dry ingredients. Now after mixing, my yogurt is by the side. So if you watch closely, there is no yeast in this puff puff recipe, and that is one of my favorite. The fact that I could do puff puff without yeast. The whole razzmatazz about yeast really kind of bores me, and that's my organic plain yogurt. Ta-da! Yes, so this was a brand that I used. So use any brand at all. The whole idea is to use yogurt in place of yeast, and there is no waiting for it to activate or something like that. So, and again, what you need to note is that there is no water. I didn't add water. So the yogurt is actually the liquid that I use to mix the dry ingredient. Yes, that is the only liquid I use. So that's me turning. And again, this part, just feel free to get the consistency of your choice. And yeah, don't ask me how many cups of yogurt I added. In some things I don't measure. I just eyeball, And again, that's what I would say. If you're a very good cook, there are some things you can't really measure. You just eyeball. So basically, that was what I did when I was adding the yogurt. You can see I was just pouring until my sister said, "Oh, that's okay." So mix. That's all I was just doing. Just have fun and exercise your muscles in the hand. Okay, so mix. Okay, so here I got the consistency that I think I like. Okay, so this is me checking to make sure this is the consistency that will give me that succulent, not too hard kind of puff. So by the side, I put my oil on fire. So it's a deep frying snack. So that's why I used a pot. So feel free to use whatever you want to use, but just understand that it's a deep frying snack. And of course, frying in low to medium heat, okay? Not too hot. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. So however you want to scoop the batter inside the pot, just do you, okay? So I went ahead, yes, scoop, and that's all I did here. So the thing is that if somebody might want to ask, did I keep it to wait or to activate or anything? No, just mix and fry. That is the beauty of this recipe. If you're using yeast, you have to keep it at least maybe 30 to 1 hour for it to activate. For the OGs that use yeast to fry puff, you know what I'm talking about. But in this case, we are not doing that. So it actually saves time. Just mix and fry puff recipe. And the yogurt actually has added the air the air bubbles that the yeast actually does. So that's just the whole idea. That's what the yogurt did. The yogurt added air into the batter so that it's not very strong and, rocky after frying. So this is me now doing the second batch. And that was all I was doing. I was just having fun frying them batch by batch using low to medium heat level. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. See that red button that shows subscribe? Click on it. It will show you some bell options. Choose the one that says all. That way, anytime I post a video in my channel, you will receive a personalized notifications. And for those of you that have been commenting and, engaging in my videos, helping algorithm to push my videos here and there, God will bless you. I see you all. I appreciate you all. I like the fact that you're encouraging me in this content creating profession. I love it so much. Thank you so much for encouraging me. And also do well to share my videos. Feel free to share my videos to your friends and family, your contact, your network. Just share. So that's me after frying the buff. Yeah, so this is me opening to show you how succulent, how fluffy this buff recipe is. It saves time. Just mix and fry. Just mix and fry buff recipe, okay? And that's it. Voila, it didn't waste time. You see how much, look at how much buff that I got. So feel free to use this recipe to, make it for your children, for snacks, for yourself, for the house, for friends, for party, anything. No waste of time. No messy activated, yeast butter everywhere. You know what I'm talking? If you're an OG, So I'll see you in another video. Bye.